today. So I am looking a little beraggled, but hopefully y'all can forgive me for that. So y'all, I'm so glad to be here. I know that I miss, I know that I miss a lot of lives. Um, Last week, I kind of couldn't help it. I had to go visit the hospital, not myself. I had to go visit somebody in the hospital. Spent there most of the week, but as far as like going back every day after work. But I am back. I am back. Even though all of my family is all sick. Um, Kids at school are all sick and they're all coming to school sick. And I'm like, I feel like I need one of those little, like, this would be one of those times that I need to get one of those little mask shield things again. Be like, nah, y'all, keep it over there. Keep it over there. Um, but, it doesn't happen. So I'm going to say hello to everybody. So as always, Leah Lenore set out our wonderful snack trays. So takes out the trash, recycles, puts out a variety of finger foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, puts out some white, dark, and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruits for everyone. Welcome to Mystria Diamonds. Help yourself. Come on in, grab a snack, and hit the like button on the way to your seat. As always, thank you so much, Leah Lenore, for setting us up. Hello, Robin. How are you doing? Hey, Sherry. Hey, Kiriana. How are you? Hey, Joe. Hello, Linda. Hey, Marion. I miss you too, girl. I miss you too. Um, let's see. Yeah, I know the retreat's over with. I've actually never gone to the no frills retreat, but then again, like it's I can't. I used to be able to go to the Lone Star retreat, um, but it usually falls at the beginning of school, and it's hard now for me to get out of because I have to take like 3 to 4 days um away from school. So number one, it's hard. Number two, that knocks me down 3 to 4 days. That in case of illness or whatever. So unfortunately, I have to only do the retreats that are happening on the summertime because of my schedule. Maybe, hey, maybe one day if I actually, I've kind of been doubting myself here recently because those that know me know I've been doing my classes for, like, I don't plan on actually doing crime scene investigation, but I want to work in a lab. Um, Now, what actually happens, mm, you know, it may not happen. I mean, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it the good old try. But I mean, if the only jobs available are ones that pay about the same or lower than what I'm currently making, I'm not going to make the switch. But I really, at least, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, am I dumb for even attempting this degree, knowing that there's a possibility that I may not get to actually work with it? Maybe I am. Maybe I am, but it's something that I don't know. Have you ever started something and you're like, you know what? I want to finish it. This is something that I want to, say I did this. So, you know, I am continuing my education and I'll be getting done soon. The classes that I'm taking right now, I'm a little terrified. I'm a little terrified. So I'm going to get through saying hey to everybody, and then I'll tell y'all why I am terrified. Hello, Kim. How are you doing, girl? Woo, 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 woo. Up, see, I touched the chat and I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? I did something wrong. It always just goes dee, 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 to me. Do, 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 do. There we go. Let's see. Hello, Sue. How are you, my girl? Hello, Matt. Hello, Sparkle Dust. How are you doing? Oh, hey, Nancy. I know. I hope the crud stays away too. I don't want it. Like I already had some version of something earlier this year. I don't need another. I don't need another dose of it. I am good. Although I do feel bad because the grandbaby is now sick, as well as my daughter, her husband. Like I said, everybody is sick, and I'm just like, So I'm hoping that she gets to feeling better. Hello, Roxanne. How are you doing, girl? Hello, Susan from Surprise. How are you? Yes, Kim, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so one of the reasons why I am, oh, thank you, Lee. It's never stupid to go after my dreams. See, make me feel so good. But the reason I'm terrified is because the two classes that I'm taking this semester, one of them is like policies and procedures in criminal investigations. This is the second, so like volume two, class two. It was a class that was set up in two different uh, sections so that it, because it's covering so much of the forensic spectrum. It's not just that we learn about the different forensic techniques, but we learn about the policies and procedures, what a crime scene investigator has to do, what the police investigators have to do, what the courts systems have to do. So there's a lot that goes into that one. And the other one is interview and interrogation. That one is an elective. So like the policies and procedures and criminal investigations, that one is a required course. Like you have to have both of those courses. It's a required course. However, the interview and interview and interrogation, that one is a elective. So I didn't have to take that one. I'm not exactly sure why I chose that one, because like I know that I'm not planning on becoming a detective. I'm not planning on going into the police force and doing that, but I don't know. I feel like that it is helpful to know the techniques that are used, because I feel like that some interviewing techniques could be used in more than just criminal applications. But the reason I'm nervous is that, like, I'm not scared to public speaking. Obviously, look, I'm a teacher. I'm not scared of public speaking. That's not an issue with me. What is an issue is we're going to have to do mock interviews with either our instructor or the TAs. I'm kind of hoping that I get the TA and not the instructor, because the instructor is actually our police chief in the town that I live in. So, he has obviously a ton of experience with interviews and interrogation. So I'm a little slightly nervous because, which maybe it'll be easier once we have a scenario. But like, I'm scared I'm going to start questioning and doing the questioning, and I'm going to get tongue-tied and look like an idiot. So I don't know. Last night was y'all, it was a really hard night because they have now changed it where basically Sunday night is when all of my assignments have to be completed, which I like and I don't like. Usually for the past like 2 years, I was having to get my assignments done on Monday nights. So now I can I get my assignments done on Sunday. My problem is I am a huge procrastinator. Okay. And my life is, as far as like, I don't get as much opportunity to diamond paint or to craft as much as I want, film as much as I want, because like right now on Mondays and Wednesdays, I have tutoring after school. So I don't even get to come home until the little kiddos have been picked up. And so like I get home just in time to be able to watch Kara's live and go live on my own now. So at least I do have that. So that takes up Mondays and Wednesdays, and Tuesdays, I do a book live with Mindy. And so, some of Tuesdays are taken up. And so when you think about it, part of my assignments have to be done on a Friday. There's one part of the assignment that has to be done on Friday. So that leaves me where I am kind of sort of procrastinating till Thursday or Friday to get that part done. Then it leaves me, well, do I go ahead when I come home on Friday and I'm super exhausted from a whole week of work and do my assignments, or what I've been doing, uh, which is kind of doing them on Sunday. So yeah, and last night almost killed me, y'all. Last night almost killed me because I had a 4-page paper, research paper to write, plus a quiz, plus responding to 2 other people. So I got an A. I got an A on my paper though. I did mess up a little bit. They took off like 0.25 points because I didn't have the correct citation method for one of them. So yeah, it happens. It happens. But y'all know I'm kind of like a little perfectionist. I also did not make as high on my quiz as I wanted. I think I made a B on my quiz. I am still currently sitting at an A in one of the classes, and I am sitting at a C plus in the other one because my very first assignment, I read the due date wrong. Has anybody ever like read something wrong, like a due date, like when because it said that the thing was due on Sunday. I did not read farther. See, this is I. You would think as a teacher that I would learn how to read further and go down into the little thing, but I did not read further that the primary part of the thing was due on Friday. So here I am on Sunday, starting my assignment, my very first assignment in interview and interrogation, only to see a 0 and that I had misread, and so they had to take off, and they took off points, lots and lots of points. But you know, I tried. I did try. So my little perfectionist heart's like losing my little brain. Hey Sherry, how are you doing? Hello, Vanessa. How are you, girl? Oh, thank you. Crime scene investigating the scene, which means you have to interview witnesses for the scene. True, but like I said, I think for me, I'm more interested in wanting to work in the lab. Like honestly, I'm trying to decide between like I really have much of a choice. Honestly, it's going to be take whatever is offered to me if it's offered at a higher pay. But ideally, I would either want to work in a lab processing DNA, fingerprints, trace evidence, or possibly working at the medical examiner's office. That used to be the one I wanted to do the most, was the medical examiner's office, doing the autopsy, or at least assisting with the autopsies and stuff. Because originally that's what I wanted to be, was a forensic pathologist. But yeah, that requires medical school, and I chose teaching to be with my kids. So that's why I'm so late in life going after my dream. But you know what? I'll say this, you guys have made me feel amazing. Because when I first came on here and stated that I was contemplating going back to school at this late age, now listen, I'm not ancient, okay? It's not that. But I am later on in life. And I remember when I first broached it with you guys, I broached it on a live. And just like what you guys are saying in the chat, and y'all are going to make me cry if I'm not careful. Y'all made me feel like that I was not stupid for wanting to go after something that I had always wanted. Because as much as I do love teaching, please do not get me wrong, I do enjoy teaching, but teaching was not my, like the passion that I originally wanted to pursue. I am good at teaching. I enjoy teaching, but I always wanted, well, after my dream of being a marine biologist that got squashed by my college professor. I mean, I even knew what I was going to work on, but that one kind of went out the wayside, like about year one or two of college. And then I really honed in on wanting to do forensics. And I gave it up to have a family. And so it was one of those things where, I didn't want to look back on my life and say, well, I wanted to do this and, I just got too old and I just didn't do it. And so even if, and I guess the thing I'm trying to reconcile with myself is that, you know, is it a waste if I never get to actually use the degree? And like what you guys are saying, it's not a waste. At least I have had the gumption or the gall to pursue this. And I think I did tell y'all, I got inducted into the National Forensics Honor Society. Now, with that comes that we have to do a project as a group where we have to actually go to a high school. It's in my wheelhouse. We have to go to a high school. We have to do a presentation, tell them about forensics, tell them about the program. Then we have to run 4 little stations, doing some of the, letting them do some of the techniques in forensics. And so, like, it's weird because that's like really in my wheelhouse. Now, with that being said, I am the oldest by far in my group. And so it's really weird because I am collaborating with all of these very, very young kids. And when I say young, I mean like they're like, some of them are younger than my own children. So sometimes I feel like I'm that super older mom kind of person. And of course, being a teacher and we're going into a school setting, like I had to do a couple of no, we can't do that. Because originally they wanted to, with the fingerprints, they were like, hey, why don't we let the kids take their fingerprints? And I'm like, you can't do that. You can't do that. They wanted to say, hey, we could let the kids prick themselves and test their blood type. No, you can't. No, you can't do that either, because that's awesome. So like there are so many things. They're like, well, what about if we get their addresses and show them on the, no, you can't do that either. And so like I had to bring in my teacher hat to say, okay, look, not only am I experienced in teaching, I taught high school for 11 years. I also taught forensic science at high school for 11 years. So I know the age group that they are doing. And I know what you can do, what you can't do, and hopefully what will be successful. I have missed some chats, so I'm going to go back up into the chat. So Sherry, I love the fact that you say you have complete faith in me and I'm going to be fine when I hope I'm fine in the interrogation, because I am hoping he doesn't look at me and go, what the, huh? You make no sense. Maybe my years of experience in having to talk with kids and other teachers will come into play. I'm hoping, because I have had to talk to kids about, cheating, and how I knew that their stuff was not authentic. And they're like, what are you talking about? I didn't cheat. And I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, let me show you how I know that you were. And Lee and Lenore saying, I can do this. Thank you. Hello, Turtle Joy. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Kim. Oh, we had warm weather part of the time. I have become cold intolerant. I said this in Kara's live. I don't know when I did. I used to love it being super, super cold. And now I am not much of I have it set at 72 in here, and I still have my little sockies on. And when I go in there to craft, I turn my little fan, my little heater on at my feet. Now, with that being said, I still like my fan on when I sleep, but I have just not been much of a super cold person here recently. And I don't know, maybe it's because I don't have my little doggy at my feet. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Sparkle Dust. I know I hated it because it was my marine biology professor that was like, trust me, I have a PhD in it and I'm a teacher versus getting to actually do the real thing. Like, and he honestly talked me out of it. And that's when I chose to abandon my idea for that. But I'm actually more interested in the forensics than I am the marine biology because honestly, I I I love ocean animals and I love the ocean, but at the same time, um, I really am more interested in the forensics even now. Thank you that you think it's not a waste. Oh, thank you, Sherry. You think I'm intelligent? I really appreciate that. I look, I in book club I do I try to remember a lot of things. Like there's sometimes I'm going, I can remember certain stuff, and then other times I'm like, what did I come in this room for? And then I'll sit there and I'll be like, or if I knew I was going to say something, then I'm like, what the heck was I going to say? Like I knew I was going to say something, and I'm like, what was I going to say? I've done that in the middle of class before too, and the kids just look at me like, and I'm like, what was I going to say? And they're just like, I said, well, what was I last saying? They can't tell me what I was previously saying to be able to help me with what I should be saying. Hello, Alyssa. Hey, girl. Shows everyone age doesn't matter when you're chasing your dreams. Yeah, and I'm hoping that my kids are being inspired, but they inspire me all the time. Because I'm hoping that they are pursuing their passions and what they're interested in. And that I will have to say my kids have been super supportive of me getting my degree in CSI. And it's funny because, my very first class teaching forensic science was teaching my daughter Jasmine was in my first class. So that was really cool. And the fact that she went and got her degree in criminology just makes me a really, really proud mama. Jazzy's in the chat. My granddaughter is awake, eating applesauce and watching. Oh, hello, sweet girl. Hello, sweet girl. Sorry. I love my little girl. You're letting her watch this. I hope she's still watching. I love you, baby girl. Okay, so y'all forgive me. Little Gigi had to come out there. Hello, Roxanne. So what do you say? Your younger age will bring a different point of view that the younger crowd may not think about. Yeah, and that's one of the things that we're discovering in this project is like we're sitting there, we're trying to brainstorm, and I'm trying not to be the only one brainstorming anything, and I have these ideas, and they're just sitting there silent, and I'm like, so I'm like, I don't want to take over the whole, because I'm not even an officer. I could have run for officer. I chose not to. I said, you know what? Let the younger kids run for officer, because when I first went to college, I was in the Honor Society. I was in Phi Theta Kappa, which was the honor fraternity. I was treasurer and then president. So I have held a position in a honor society. So I figured this one, I would let the younger kids have it. So I'm trying not to run over them, because I don't want them going, oh my God, here she goes again. But I'm trying to help with my expertise, because like they also don't know how to structure this so that, because they were like, well, we thought we just let the kids just come in and choose where they want it to go. And I'm like, no, you don't. Trust me when I say you do not want to give ninth graders, 50 ninth graders, a carte blanche to go to whichever station that they want to at what time, because you'll have pandemonium. So hopefully they are listening to me. If he does look at you like that and you assume he's just trying to trip you up and go with it because confidence goes, yeah, I'm hoping I have some confidence, so my son Danny actually tried to give me a scenario, and he played the part of the suspect, and like part of me, I could come up with some questions, and then other parts I was like, trying to think, what would I say? What would I do? They're not responding. They're not giving me anything. Like, how do I do that? So I'm hoping my professor's not going to be that tough. Hey, Wendy. Oh no, you're in the hospital with severe breathing problems. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, well, thank you for being here. Look, you've got to get better. You need to take care of yourself. That's what's the most important. Oh, my granddaughter is smiling at me, trying to grab me through the phone. I love you, baby girl. I'm telling y'all, I will say, becoming a grandmother, like I just love that little girl. I just want to I just, that cute aggression. You just want to just love them to death. And now, although I can already tell, because she already has like a little tude. She has little attitude, and I should have known she was gonna have that, because I love you, Jazzy. Um, she gets that from her mama. See, Jazzy got it from me. So when your mother curses you and says, "Just wait, you're gonna have a child that's just like you but worse." Well, Ja- I love you, Jasmine. Jasmine was mine, just like me. She looks like me, and she has a little sparky personality. Um, and I think the baby's gonna be. She's already got her some little sass to her, and she's only a year old, but she has got some sass. You're still fighting the house insurance? Oh no. Well, Melissa, I hope that you're able, they better give you everything that you deserve to get your house fixed from that fire. If there's anything I can do, I don't know what I can do, but you let me know, when I'll try to help, because them people need to get on the ball and get your stuff fixed. Jazzy, so she basically got her attitude from me. Well, okay. I guess if you want to play the roundabout way, I guess she kind of sort of got her attitude from me, but she gets it more from you too. So don't forget that, little missy. Uh, but so what all has everybody been doing? I did go ahead. Technically, I am working on 5 canvases. 2 canvases are in timeout. Oh, I will definitely be praying, because you're 30 days behind. I will definitely be praying for you, Melissa. Hoping that you get everything taken care of, or that they get everything taken care of, that they get you compensated. Uh, so I have 2 canvases that are in little timeouts. One of them is because, well, the render, and it's not a DAC, but it's from a company that I tried, and they have gotten a lot better on their canvases from what I can see. But sometimes when you have a computer generated image versus a hand render, sometimes things can be a little off. So my girl has blue skin in parts, little patches, so she kind of looks like she has a disease. Um, and it is super big. And the other thing with computer generated images versus hand render, you get, like, I love confetti. Don't get me wrong. I actually love confetti. I don't like unnecessary confetti. Does anybody know what I'm talking about when I say unnecessary confetti? So, like, I've got her skin, and like I said, she's got patches of blue and sparks of blue. I mean, it's very weird. And so I am determined I'm going to finish it. I'm just not super stoked to work on it right now. So she is in timeout. And the thing is, the image itself is absolutely gorgeous, but like, it just, the computer render is just not great on it. The other one that is in timeout right now, which it really shouldn't be, but it is. I have one of the, it's my only chart to art that I have from, I think it's Diamond Painting Studios UK. And it's the Halloween Advent that they had did. The cute little, oh my God, it is so cute. But because I don't want to spoil that, since I think they still have that available on their site, I won't show you, but I will just tell you it is absolutely adorable. The only reason it's in timeout is because I really want to get, well, I had other projects that had to get finished, and Diamond Art Studio UK, yes. So I'd have other things that have to get finished. So that's why it's on the back burner, not because I don't like working on it. I do like working on it. I love working on it. But I'm wanting to get these others completed. Sorry, I missed some chat there. A friend of yours just had to go get her cosmetology license, but she didn't pass because she had to have 100%. Whew. Well, I guess they don't want you working on hair if you can't. But that's wow. You've completed 4 canvases since January 1st. Yeah, they are quick to take your money, slow up paying. I think that's all insurance. All insurance is that way, right? They want to take forever. Well, Sue, I don't really want to say where it's from because I know that the company has gotten better, and I don't want to seem like that I am poo-pooing on a specific company. That's just not something that I do. But I will say that from what I have seen, other canvases from them are better. But I don't want to. Like I said, I just don't want to call out anybody specifically. I'm with you, Wendy. I hope that they help her soon. Oh, you're working on something that's completely out of your comfort zone. What's out of your comfort zone? Is it that bad Monster High one? No, Jazzy. The Monster High one, first off, none of the, there is one Monster High canvas that I don't have. I have Frankie Stein, and that one is finished, and it was not bad. It looked good, girl. I know you don't like it because it is not the OG Monster High. And I have Draculaura. I have not worked on Draculaura yet. I still need to get Claudine to complete the 3 canvases from Monster High. Jazzy and I have a little, because Jazzy is an OG Monster High girl. She is actually who got me into Monster High in the first place. But she is just not a big fan of the new look of the Monster High girly girls, and I'm good. I'm good with them. My Frankie Stein actually turned out really good. If you want, I'll go and get it in a little bit and show you. Yes, thank you, Alyssa, for putting that up. Because I'm telling you, their chart to arts are really, really, and it was a lot of fun. Now, I know that if you get a chart to art now from them, you don't get the little envelope with the little sections like mine has. It's all digital, but there's something really cool about being able to work on that. I'd like to. I will, Sue, I will. You're working on a paint by number. I have a paint by number that I am never going to do. I got it from my subscription box. Number one, it's a landscape, and it's just not something that specifically I'm going to do. So I'm hoping at some point I can yard sale it or something and see if anybody else wants it before because I did spend money on the box. And that's the whole thing with the subscription box. You don't know what you're going to get, right? So I didn't know that I was going to get, I knew there was a possibility that I would get a paint by number. But you don't get to choose what your projects are. They come to you and you get to be surprised. So I have a few things from that I can't really do on a video. And a few that I just don't want to do. And the paint by number, specifically that paint by number, just not all that interested in. So I'm hoping at some point I can sell it to someone, or it's just gonna go in the trash. So yeah, sure, you'll have to send me a picture. Yeah, Kiriana, OG means original. Sorry. See, look, this is what happens when you're around kids all the time. But yeah, OG, the original Monster High girls that came out looked a lot different than the ones that they have now. But makes sense because Barbie doesn't look the same as Barbie did when she was first, and Mattel is the ones who put out the Monster High dolls anyway. Um, I don't think they're the ones who made the TV shows or the movies, but Mattel did create the dolls. And so just like Barbie has changed over the years, um, I don't know that other, like, I'm assuming other, I mean, like, Mickey Mouse and them have changed over the years. I can't necessarily say that some of their changes I've enjoyed, but others I have. So, yeah. Yes, Jasmine was a fan from the beginning. Had the short things on Nickelodeon, and she like literally they had these short little cartoons that were like maybe 5 minutes long. And then so many people loved them that it turned into actual movies and I think a TV show. And so, and Mattel started making the dolls for them, and they are awesome. Um, oh, it's still live. I'll have to check that out. I will definitely have to look at that, Sherry. Oh, your mom gave you the kit for Christmas. Oh, that's really, Lee? I did not. I knew that OG stood for original. I just didn't realize that it meant original gangster. Hmm. See, look, you learn something every day. Okay, so if you're interested, and I'll wait till y'all tell me. If you're interested, I'll show you my progress on the 3 canvases that I am actually currently working on and my progress on them. Um, and then I'll ask you if you want to see Frankie Stein because she was completed. So I'll wait. All right, do y'all want to see where I'm at on my current projects that are not in timeout? I'll let you tell me. Okay, Nickelodeon partnered with Mattel. See, I couldn't remember if they did or not. I just know Mattel got the dolls. So I'll wait in the chat to see if anybody says they want to see my current projects. One of them is sort of, it's a mystery, but it's not a DAC mystery. It's a mystery from a company that no longer exists. I think I have an idea of what it is, but I'm not 100% positive. Okay, so I've got a few that are saying yes. Okay, so I'll start off with the mystery. And it actually came with this little foam part, so I've been using it to. So this one is the mystery, and I'm fairly certain it's a fairy. I'm fairly certain it's a fairy. And she's in the woods. But that's about all that I can see. Like, I don't know, does that look like a leg to you? I can't tell. Is that a leg? Maybe it's because there's so much darkness in this background and because it's round rhinestones on a white background. So they're a little, how do I put it? They're a little something. But I am determined. I am going to finish this and figure out what this image is. I have one more from them because when I bought this and one other mystery from them. That mystery, so this one is a 50 by 70 and the other one's a 50 by 90. It was their going out of business sale. So like I knew when I bought it that they were going out of business. So I knew that you weren't going to be able to get it anymore. And so, yeah, I'm determined. I want to know what that is. Then the other one that I am not far along on is this one. It is the first one that I ever got from Margaret Morales. This one is Onihime. And so all I've gotten done is that top row, but oh my God, y'all, it is gorgeous. So I am loving it. There's so much AB in there, but this is before they even did the perforations on the covers, before they changed their ABs down to the bottom. But this has AB, and I think it's got one AB, and I think one fairy dust. No, it's got one AB, one rhinestone, and two fairy dust. But this is my very first one, but I think she is already, like, the colors in this are gorgeous. I know it does look a little bit like, I don't know if it's supposed to be, I hope it's not Tinkerbell. I hope it's just a fairy. But then again, like I said, this was way before, number one, way before I knew about licensing when I bought this. I bought this at the very beginning of my diamond painting career. And number two, it's a mystery, so I didn't know what the heck. They didn't show you what they were. Okay. The other one is, and I have not gotten super far on it, but this is my Randall Spangler that I started in November, Coral Castle. And so I haven't gotten a ton done on it, but I do have got the mermaid going on there. We got some of the fish down there at the bottom. So, you know, because this one's not a super small one. I mean, like, look at this. Look at the bigness. Well, it's not super big, but you know what I'm saying. So, but look at the colors of this, right? I have not ever seen this one worked up, and it is, oh my God. I am loving it. I love my little mermaid, little girl there. I like the fish, because this was one that I love underwater things, and I love Randall Spangler's work. Y'all know that. And this is one of the ones that doesn't have one of the draglings or a cap. And so it's very unique to me, and I love it. So I'm hoping I get to work on it a little bit more and get it finished. You ever tried? I tried rolling it, and I done something to it. But I'm hoping, because March is Draw with Spangler event. So obviously I'm going to be continuing working on it in March. And if I do not finish it by the end of March, then I guess I will finish it in July in Draglings and Books. So, those are my three current ones that are actually in the rotation for being completed. Let's see. I was going back to look at the stuff. I know. I am obsessed with mystery kits. Normally, I am one of those mystery people that when DAC comes out with a mystery kit, I tend to go to the mystery group to see what the image is, unless it's one that I've sneak peeked. If it's one that I've sneak peeked, well, then, I obviously show it, and then I go into the mystery group to see if anybody else has an idea of what it is, because I do like knowing what the image is, because I am kind of particular. So there are certain if it's certain artists that are not my artist of stuff that's like my style, then I might not pick up that mystery kit. But I really love working on a mystery because I love watching it come together and trying to, like, even if I know what the image is, I love watching it come together. So yes, it is beautiful, right? I know the colors were absolutely amazing. I know, right? Spangler's work, his work always brings me such joy, because there's always so much good color and saturation, and it just makes you happy, or at least it makes me happy anyway. I can't wait to get it complete and take a picture and put it in the group so everybody can see Coral Castle completed. Because like I said, I've never actually seen that particular canvas completed by somebody. So I just, I can't wait to show it. Aw, thank you so much, Lee. You're so sweet. You got to go hide. Well, thank you for being here, Lee and Lenore. I appreciate it. I know the underwater one, Randall's Coral Castle, is gorgeous. It's still there. It's still at DAC. You can still get it. Um, oh, you did the Margaret Morales for your son. Oh, and he loved it. Well, I can't wait to get her completed. Like she's a joy working on her. I know she's some sort of a character of some kind, Japanese character, but I love her. She is gorgeous. You're working on a mystery right now. I know. There's something about sitting down. Now, like I said, this one that's the rhinestone, I have no clue what the image is, so I didn't get the option of going, ooh, I know what it is, and watching it come together piece by piece. This one is, I have no clue what it is, and I'm hoping I can figure out what it is by the end of it. I know he has such amazing colors. And I can't wait to see what he's going to draw for us in Draw with Spangler, because it always surprises me whatever he decides to work on. If he decides to work on something new, I've always enjoyed getting to watch his creations come to life, and I get even more excited if I get an opportunity to sneak peek those. Now, with that being said, before anybody asks me, no, I was slow on the draw. I did not get the bookstore. It is on my wish list. I did hit the little subscribe button to be notified when it comes back in stock. And the other one I wanted to get was the one Kara showed. I think it was called Iridescent Fairy by Miss Butterdee. Oh, my Lord. But see, that was a problem. I attempted to put 2 in my cart in the first go around. Like I knew they were going to sell out fast. I just didn't think that they would be that fast. So then I was like, okay. Gotta for the general release. So I'm like, okay. Got a plan of action. Usually general release, it takes a little bit longer to sell out. So I thought, okay, they're already in my cart. Like I don't have to add them to my cart. They're already in my cart. And then my PayPal wanted to be stupid. And by the time it got through, it said, sorry, can't do transaction. So I figured that was telling me that I needed to wait. And so wait I shall. I will be perfectly fine. I've got enough stuff to work on that I don't have to worry about anything for a long time. So I will get it when I can get it. But I love watching people. I am so super stoked that one of his sold out that fast. Although I knew when I saw the bookstore, I knew that one was going to sell out fast. Oh, you get migraines, Kim, when you do your mysteries? See, I don't get migraines. I guess, I don't know, maybe it's, for me, when I do a mystery, it almost feels like a search, like a word search. And y'all, I love me some word searches. Because I love that aspect of like I said, I even play a game with myself when I do my mystery paintings. I have my little section open, and I am not one that like picks and chooses what colors I do first. I start at the very beginning of my color numbers. This particular one, this rhinestone one, is in baggies. So I grab the first 5 bags, put it down. I look and see if number 1 is on my canvas, number 2, and I just go through all of the colors that way. And what I do is I put them down right where they're supposed to go. And then when I get through with the last bag, I look and I see how many did I miss originally. And so I try to beat my number of it. And trust me, it takes a lot, because sometimes when I'm doing it, I'll be like, oh, I missed that number. And I want to reach over and grab the bag and put it on there. And I'm like, nope. You got to wait to the end and see if you have beat your number from the previous section. I know that's kind of stupid. It's like a weird little, I'm just a weird little girl, big girl. I'm just a weird person sometimes, and I do strange things. So, um, you just found out that for Disney artwork, anyone can use it because wait, hold on. Disney artwork, anyone can use it because their license for copyrights expired as of this year. What? There's no way that Disney's licenses have expired. Like maybe on certain images, maybe. Really? Like what? I that that's definitely because they like to come after you. Trust me, the Disney people like to, and I don't want to. Um, Inside Watery Eyes is your only Morales. Now I have this one, Onihime, and I think it's called Dragon Spirit. I think I've got that one. There's so many more of hers that I want. I just don't have them yet. Because like I said, I'm trying to be good. Because I do have to get rid of some canvases. It's been very difficult to go through and go, I don't want this, but because I want every single one of them. And it's like, so I have to do the, Brandy, are you really gonna work on it? And if I say, are you really gonna work on it? And my body says, maybe, I put it in a maybe pile. And if my heart goes, oh, of course you're gonna work on it, then that goes in that I can't get rid of pile. And if it's a maybe not, then it goes. But let's just say I went through like 75 canvases, and I think 10 made it into the I'm gonna de-stash bye bye list. So that's not a great percentage. And so I still have more to go through, but I feel like I'm gonna have the same results. um, let's see. You just finished you finished the Christina Yin mystery. I love her. Okay, if y'all are hearing that on my phone, one of the teachers at work, she's got some ideas, and so I apologize. She texts like lots at the time, so I do apologize for that. If you heard all that, I'm not having a seizure. My phone is not having a seizure. It's just, yeah. Sometimes work texts me after work. I have both Randall Spangler mystery kits. So that's why I'm hoping I can finish Coral Castle before the summer. But here's the thing. I have already made my decision, even if I'm still working on Coral Castle, because I opened Dragons at the Beach. I really want to do that one for Christmas or for summer. And I'm thinking of working on one of the mystery kits for the November event. But we'll see. Just like the Dakota-thon, I am working on a specific mystery when I know which Dakota mystery it is. But I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna say I had to have it. I has to have it, and I'm gonna work on it. Not that I can show anybody, but not on a thingy here. But it's gonna be so cool. I gotta get my mysteries in. I've kind of almost decided that a mystery kit has to be involved in each rotation of canvases that I do. Maybe I'm crazy. That is very highly likely. I may be certifiable. But my fear is if I run out of mysteries, I'm going to maybe I need to start getting on the ball and getting these mysteries, even if I'm not super, because I missed some mysteries that I wish I would have gotten. But I don't want to run out of mysteries. I want to continue to get mysteries because I really do want to keep adding them into so when I finish this, I am going to add another mystery to the list of starting because I'm nutsoid. It does make it like a fun puzzle. Oh, you just finished your first mystery kit? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, it was a Lorenz. Hey, bestie! Hey, my bestie. You just finished your very first mystery kit. It was art by Julia for the event. See, I told you. Oh, frosted drills. Oh, I can't wait. You're going to have to send me a picture of that. See, I told you you would like a mystery when you got done with it. I told you. I said they're amazing. Mystery kits are so fun. They're so much fun to see it come together. That's only the oldest Mickey Mouse. Yeah, Steamboat Willie, like that one isn't, that one I think so. Um, does the canvas have to be, no, for March, Draw with Spangler, it's kind of the same deal as Season of Spangler, same deal as Dragonlance and Books. You do not have to have a new start. I just ask that you don't have, more than 50% completed. I do make some exceptions, like if you're working on Train of Dreams or Dragon Brigade or the Snow Castle. I think that's the name of it, Snow Castle. The ones that are super massive, because some of those, with how massive those are, what's left to be worked on is sometimes bigger than some of the regular canvases that are from start to finish. So I do make some exceptions. People just have to send me their pictures and say, if it's one of those, if you know that you have done more than halfway and it's one of the big canvases, if you send me a picture and say, hey, will this work? I'll let you know. The only time that you're going to have a brand new canvas is if you're doing one of those, the smaller ones like Huggable, Bubbles, the ones that are, smaller than a 50 by 50. And, because they're so small and they don't take as much time to do, those have to be a new start. But anything else, as long as you still got 50% of the canvas to do, you are good to go. You don't have to have a completion either. We just want you to make progress and have fun. You don't even have to diamond paint. You can cross stitch, you can color, you can draw along, because that's the cool thing about this event is with it being Draw with Spangler, he's teaching us different techniques that he's doing, and you can draw right along with him, like on something that you want to draw, and you could submit your drawings or stuff like that. So that's kind of different for this event versus the other Spangler events. Okay, Turtle Joy, you're off to bed. I hope you have a good evening. I hope you may already be off by the time I got to you. I'm sorry. You play those games with yourself too. You have more than half of your mystery kit from last year. Well, they are fun to work on. Well, but they're licensed with Disney, Cherry. So that's why you've got a lot of the Disney canvases with DAC, is that DAC is licensed with Disney. So you can definitely do Disney with them. I will, Jazzy. I will definitely call you. What? Wait, who? Oh, I know who. At first, Kara's like, mute her. I know who she's talking about. She's not talking about anybody on the chat. she talking about my little friend that is blowing up my phone from work. So her and I were talking about that earlier. I was on the phone with Kara earlier, and it was like, so I will have to figure out what all that is when I get off the live. Okay, y'all can hear it. Okay, so y'all got to hear. I got to hear that all Sunday. It just kept doing it. I think there were like 30 something messages. Just one right there was, and I'm like, oh Lord. I haven't figured out how to. I should have just turned my ringer off so that I couldn't hear it. But I was scared to in case it was like Jazzy or somebody. Yeah, 95 years old. So there are certain time limits to certain ones. Yep, that's what the sound was coming from, was my phone going ding 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 ding. Oh, you have one of her mystery kits, Dakota's. I think there's been 2 of them, and I have both of them. So, oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Bambi, that's the one I'm going to be doing, is the Fantasy Ocean one. That's what I'm going to be doing for the Dakota-thon. I'm so excited. Once your eyes adjust, the mystery canvas is fun. They really are. You're going to try to finish your mystery in March, and you still have 4 sets of mini. Well, you know what? If you've got minis, hey, in March, in addition to Draw with Spangler, there is, okay, Kara's going to kill me if I say this wrong. DP Mini March Madness. Did I get it right, Kara? So like if you have any of those little mini kits, whether it's the Dazzlers from DAC or a lot of these other companies have these little mini canvases, the little tiny ones that come like in sets and stuff like that. Kara and I think there's 3 others, Ashley and Courtney, and I forgot the third girl. Please, I'm a bad girl. They are, they do the Mini DP Madness. Thank you, Bestie. Mini DP Madness. And so you get an opportunity to work on like a little mini kit. And I love it because even though I'm doing a big canvas with Draw with Spangler, you know, it's nice every now and then to pull out one of my mini canvases, one of my little DAC minis or something like that, and work on one. And so Michaela, please forgive me if she ever watches this. Please, my brain is not braining, so I apologize for that. But y'all ought to join that event. It is so much fun. And, you know, you easily can do that event and any other event because you just got to work on a tiny little one. Like I think it's one a week. They have information. You have to go to Kara's channel and you'll be able to see what they're talking about. But it's a lot of fun. What event are you doing the Dakota? So Dakota is in Dakotathon. My bestie Kara is I'm on the committee. It is her event, but me and Alyssa, who's on here, the diamond painting accountant, are also on the event, and Rochelle, and we work as a committee together, and we work on, it's 2 months long. So if I am correct, it's April and May. Right, Bestie? April and May. We work on a Dakota painting, and oh my God, it is so fun. And so I am definitely going to be doing my Mystery Ocean one for Dakotathon. An overhead light in your light board set to low helps me. I don't know. I have my light pad set to low on a normal basis, but I can't really work on anything without my light pad just because I don't know. I've become codependent on it. Like I attempted to turn it off one time and my eyes went like I don't know what it was doing. Like I had to go like, I swear the letters started going blurry and then sharp and then blurry and then I thought, Lord, I'm having a stroke right here, right now. Like I'm sitting here blinking my eyes. I'm like, what is happening? Like, so I turned my light pad back on and said, okay, I get it. Eyes are no longer young eyes, and I get, thank you for the reminder. So I know I'm so excited for it too. I already have my little mini canvases that I'm going to start on. I think I've got my dragon ones in there. There's a couple of more that I want to go get. So I am definitely all set for it. Oh, y'all, I just realized I am now 3 minutes over my time. But I just want to thank y'all all for coming in and hanging out with me and spending some time with me. I do hate when I have to cancel lives. Of course, you know, in March, I shouldn't be canceling in lives because in case you don't know, Randall Spangler will be live with me all during the month of March. He comes on and, you know, because we watch him draw and paint and whatever creation that he does. So, you know, if you are someone who has a business and you want to sponsor Draw with Spangler, just send me a message. And I'll get back with you because we always enjoy that. Anybody that wants to help out, we're greatly appreciated. But I hope that y'all will go and support some of these other events and just have a good time. That's the whole purpose of events. It's just to have a really good time. Thank you, Roxanne. I know life does happen, and I have been so blessed to have you guys that do stick around and do come to my lives, as rare as they are sometimes, and spend time with me, because y'all make me just feel very, very blessed. Y'all have been super supportive of me in my school journey. You've been supportive of me in my DP journey, and my crafting journey. Yes, I do have a crafting chipmunk video in the works currently. So hopefully that will be up within the next 2 weeks. So hopefully people enjoy watching that. But thank y'all for hanging out. I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Go out there, craft, have some fun, enjoy each other, and just do something that makes you happy, something that makes you smile. Oh, hello, Deborah. How are you? I hope that y'all enjoy the rest of your week, enjoy your weekend, and hopefully I will see you back in next week. My brain, see, look, this is what I'm talking about. My brain wanted to stop braining. I don't know what happens. I think I leave it at school sometimes. So y'all have a wonderful night. I'm going to leave it like I always do. Reach for the stars, grab hold on, and never let go. Until the next time. Bye, guys.